Hey everyone, welcome to Literature Vibes. Today's video we are going to discuss about the age of Chaucer, which is from 1300 to 1400 AD. This is very significant time in the literary history of England. From this time, a new era, new art, and new literature begins. Geoffrey Chaucer, born in London around 1340 AD, under the reign of Edward III. Chaucer was living under the rule of three kings, okay? Edward III, Richard II, and Henry IV. Chaucer was a great poet, a courtier, a diplomat, traveler, businessman, soldier, forester, and what not. He was the representative writer of the 14th century, and this age was given a proper sign by him. So, therefore, the 14th century is called as the age of Chaucer. During this time, we can see socio-political problems as well as poverty and rebellion, like Hundred Years of War, Black Death, and Peasants' Revolt. Hundred Years of War started from 1337 AD and it ended in 1453 AD. This war happened between England and France, and so many small wars took place in these years, and together they are known as Hundred Years of War. Black Death took place in 1348 AD. In this period, in the Middle Ages, people did not know sanitation and cleanliness, so leprosy and other diseases are very common. Due to this plague, a large number of people died in this period. But in the medieval England, people had no idea about this charm. Some of them thought it's an act of God, some people thought it was a curse of evil spirit, and some of them blamed the poor people that they poisoned them. Peasants' revolt took place in 1381 AD. Due to the Hundred Years of War and Black Death, so many peoples were died, and kings were not getting enough money and a lot of taxes were being imposed on farmers. And at a time, they became very angry and they started a rebellion under the leadership of Wat Tyler. Wat Tyler, and who was in the military in England. This rebellion is known as Peasants' Revolt and also as Wat Tyler's Rebellion. Now, we're going to discuss about Chaucer's poetic career. Chaucer is known as the father of English poetry. We all know that, and he was one of the first English poet who used five stresses line, the octosyllabic and heroic couplet, iambic pentameter in his work. He was a romantic and realistic poet. He was also a traveler. He traveled in France, Spain, Italy, where he observed various types of men, manners, and fashion, which highly influenced him for his literary creation. His poems are divided into three stages: French, English, and Italian stage. Chaucer spoke French from an early age and his first poem, Romance of the Rose, wrote in French language. It's a lengthy and allegorical poem written on octosyllabic couplet. Other French works are The Book of Duchess, The Complaint of Mars, and after the time, French language was very popular at school, college, court, and the aristocratic society actually. So Chaucer followed the fashion. His Italian works are Parliament of Fowls. It's a poem about two lovers and it's a dream version of poem. The story is actually the content of the narrator's dream. Troilus and Cressida, another famous work of him, it composed around 1386 AD. It's a long poem adapted from Boccaccio, but in its emphasis on character is original. It's a love story of Troilus, who was a hero of Trojan War, and it's divided into five books: Troilus' Love, Love and Courage, The Consummation, The Separation, and Betrayal. The House of Fame, and it's a dream allegory type of poem, an octosyllabic couplet, composed between 1374 to 85 AD. Legend of Good Omen, composed in 1386. It's a story of 10 good omen, written on iambic pentameter, but this work left unfinished. His English work and most famous work is the Canterbury Tales in 1387 to 1400 AD. It's Chaucer's longest work at over 17,000 lines. It's regarded as Chaucer's most famous work. Chaucer first uses heroic couplet in his poem, and his language is very humorous with a gentle satire. Other major poets of this period, William Langland, who wrote about social discontent in his works. His famous work, Piracy Plummen, an allegorical poem with a complex variety of religion themes, composed in 1379 AD, centered on social satire as well as vision of the simple Christian life. John Wycliffe, and a religious writer who was a scholar at Oxford University in England, he made the first translation of the Bible in vernacular English. Also, he wrote many Latin books. John Gower, and another important writer of this period, he was a political poet. He was a scholar and literary man who criticized the social evil in his work. And he wrote poetry in three languages. His first poem, Specula Meditatis, in French. Second, Vox Clementis, composed in Latin language. And third one, Confession Amantis, composed in English language. John Mandeville was a very important writer of this period. He was a traveler, he had seen abroad. He published a French book of travels between 1357 to 1370 AD. This book was very popular and it was translated into several languages, including English. In this period, we can see some Chaucerian poet who were inspired by Chaucer, and that's why we know them as Chaucerian poet. And English Chaucerian, some of them, and Scottish Chaucerian, Thomas Occleve, John Lydgate, John Skelton, Stephen Haas, Alexander Burley, and Scottish Chaucerian, William Dunbar, Gavin Douglas, Robert Henryson, and David Letsey. So this is all about this period. I hope this video will help you a little bit. So stay tuned with Literature Vibes. Thank you.